To commemorate the founding of New Orleans in 1718, WYES presents this Tricentennial Moment in celebration of our city's past and present.
On April 20th, 2010, an explosion and fire aboard an oil rig 41 miles south of Louisiana led to the largest marine oil spill in world history and the worst environmental disaster ever in America. The explosion aboard the Deepwater Horizon oil rig that BP, British Petroleum, leased from Transocean killed 11 workers and injured 17 others. The uncapped wellhead spewed oil and methane gas into Gulf waters for 87 days before efforts to seal the blowout finally succeeded. As crews tried to contain the oil with floating booms and to disperse it with chemicals, the slick spread over thousands of square miles. On the shores of Louisiana and other Gulf Coast states, rescue teams worked to save birds, turtles, and other wildlife contaminated with oil. The pollution was damaging and deadly to beds of oysters, schools of fish and shrimp. Pollution contaminated corals on the sea floor and vegetation along the shore, accelerating marsh erosion. Fishing was shut down in some areas for months, a devastating blow to the seafood industry. Oil on beaches from Texas to Florida kept tourists away from Gulf Coast communities that depend on tourism. The federal government said more than 206 billion gallons of oil had gushed into Gulf waters. A federal commission blamed the government for poor oversight and BP for negligence and time-saving measures. BP estimates it will spend $65 billion to pay all claims, including $20.8 billion to federal, state, and local governments. 8 years later, it appeared much of the Gulf, the seafood and tourist industries had bounced back. But long-term marine and environmental impacts are still uncertain.
WYES's New Orleans Tricentennial Moments are brought to you by the Miro Foundation and presented in association with the historic New Orleans Collection.